I still remember the way my father's voice cut through the room, sharp and dismissive.
"That's cute," he said, sneering, "but you'll never make a living painting pictures no one cares about."
My mother shook her head, eyes clouded with disappointment.
My sister rolled her eyes so hard I thought they might fall out.
I was just 17, clutching my battered sketchbook, feeling the weight of their doubt crushing my chest. But deep inside, something refused to die. I knew I wasn't destined for a life of safety. So I left that night, packed a duffel with my art supplies, and promised myself I'd prove them wrong. That moment, when I stepped out the door, marked the end of their belief in me. I had no blueprint, only a stubborn resolve. I was going to create regardless of what they thought. The following years were a brutal test of endurance. I slept on friends' couches, ate ramen by the dozen, and worked 3 jobs just to keep my art supplies afloat. Rejection after rejection piled up. Galleries turned me down, agents ignored my calls, and my own doubts whispered that I was foolish. But I clung to those small wins. A local cafe displaying my paintings, a tiny online following, a kind word from a mentor. When exhaustion threatened to drown me, I reminded myself why I started. I learned to paint faster, network smarter, and believe in my vision even when no one else did. There were nights I cried on the kitchen floor, questioning whether I'd ever escape the shadows of their skepticism. Yet, every rejection fueled my fire. I knew I was building something real, even if no one else saw it yet. Then, one day, everything changed. A piece I'd poured months into caught fire online. Shared by a popular influencer, it went viral. Suddenly, my work was in galleries, featured in magazines, and collectors from across the country reached out. I held my first solo exhibition. My paintings hung on walls I'd only dreamed of standing in. The feeling of standing there, surrounded by my art, was surreal. I'd become the artist I was born to be, transforming every tear, every sleepless night, into something tangible. I had made it. The proof was in the gallery's polished floors, the sold-out show, and the quiet pride swelling in my chest. 2 months later, I returned home for a family gathering. The moment I stepped through the door, my father's eyes widened. He looked at my portfolio, now framed and displayed in the living room. My mother's hands trembled as she saw my magazine covers. My sister's jaw slackened when strangers approached me for autographs. For a moment, silence hung thick. My father finally spoke, voice softer than I'd ever heard. "I guess we underestimated you," he whispered, eyes glistening. I saw the pride that had always been there, buried beneath years of doubt. When I left, I thought I was chasing a dream. Now I realized I'd become proof that perseverance rewrites the story. Success isn't just about reaching the top. It's about transforming pain into purpose and finally earning the respect I'd always craved.